How are you?
Hi, everybody. How are you today?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
We haven't
Welcome
been
back.
on all week.
No.
All week. This flip is the flip from hell.
Yep.
It's the flip from hell. And you know what's anything that could have gone wrong is going wrong, including one day we were moving in 120 degrees heat, not moving, putting down the floors and everything. And now on the day when we're expected the furniture to arrive, it's raining.
Yep. Welcome to Vegas. A lovely
When does it
103
rain
degrees.
in Vegas? Like it never rains in Vegas,
Yeah.
especially in the summertime. Unbelievable heat. Now I used to say something's wrong with Perry. He's obsessed with the heat. It is hot. Okay. 120s, 115, and then rain. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Well, I mean, must I say, I mean, you holding up pretty well. I know the flip is going on, is
Yeah.
wearing us out. But might I say, you look lovely. When I look at you, girl, sometimes I just sit back and go, purple rain, purple rain.
You are messy, messy, messy.
Look,
You are
what you
messy.
got going on today with the purple?
I just like it. You
Okay,
don't
all
like
right.
it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Y'all are messy. Anyway, so that's what we got to talk about. I mean, what we're going to talk about today, not much going on, except Obama went behind Joe Biden's back. We'll talk about all of that. He feels like Joe Biden isn't competent enough right now to be president of the United States. We're going to talk about Tasha K getting sued by Soldier Boy for $16 million. Now, this is
Oh my God. That's a lot of money.
that's $16 million. What? Really, Soldier? We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I want to talk about that first because you don't know anything about Gypsy Rose, do you?
No, I ain't know what it was. I was, but
You didn't
I
know what it
see it all
was.
the time. Well, I mean, when I first seen it, I was like, Gypsy. I thought he was talking about the gypsies or something, Gypsy Rose.
No,
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Let me put her picture up here if I can find it. She is
You did a show on her. I know, I remember that part, but I didn't know anything about her until you did that show. But I see her on Instagram. It's like she's some kind of top celebrity, but I didn't know why she was a top celebrity. I didn't know she was taking out the family. You know what I'm saying?
Harry. Stop. That is awful. Harry. So Gypsy Rose was born with a mom that had Munchausen disease. What's it called? Munchausen by proxy, something like that. But it's Munchausen disease where your mother makes you think that you're sick all the time. And so allegedly, as she was getting older, she didn't want to do it anymore. She wanted a boyfriend. She knew the mom didn't want her to have a boyfriend. So they took her out, like not out to dinner, like out of this world. Like they took her out. Okay. And she went to jail for 7 years and she's out. And people are going in on her. They're saying the meanest stuff. She has a really famous, popular TikTok page, channel, something like that. And I believe she's almost at 1 million. And people are really pulling for her at first. But now they're starting to say she's a liar. She's manipulative. And she acts just like her mother. Now, she announced last week that she was pregnant. And so people are cruel. They're going around saying that she's going to do to this baby what her mother did to her. This is bad, bad, bad.
Wow.
Because she couldn't help what happened to her. Let me play a clip for those of you that didn't see it, and then we're going to talk about it because this is kind of sad. Like, I don't know how I feel, but people are being really mean to her.
Home movies capture the vibrant spirit of a young teenage girl.
So where are you going today? I'm going to Children's Mercy Hospital to see my dentist.
Well, let me pause this here too. So, she is talking in like a different voice than what she talks now. So that'll be a big issue in a minute. Let me play it again. Just listen to how she talks.
Went to Children's Mercy Hospital to see my dentist for my teeth.
Full of enthusiasm and effervescence, but behind the smiles, life for Gypsy Blanchard and her mother Dee Dee is one replete with hardships and challenges. Gypsy is in a wheelchair.
They were local darlings. I mean, they were the shining star in this town of people who can outlast adversity and get through everything.
The mother-daughter duo are local celebrities, the subject of countless local news profiles and articles.
Gypsy and her multiple illnesses and diseases, leukemia, muscular dystrophy. She had learning disabilities, had not been able to be out of a wheelchair since she was 5 years old. And so the community really embraced them.
I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hour.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Very, don't.
no,
You guys
I
are
mean,
saying mean things in the chat. People don't believe her.
wasn't she too big to be acting like that? No, I'm just saying. Like,
That's what people. Harry.
when I first seen her in the bed, I'm thinking as a small baby, maybe something is wrong with her, right? I don't know. I don't know what kind of medication the mom was giving her.
Lots of it.
I was thinking it'd be like a little small kid. I mean, because even though your parents can have that problem, that Munchausen or whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
and feeding you drugs, but it don't make you. And next week, I'm going to the Children's Raspberry Hospital. No, something ain't right about that.
Let me tell you what people are saying. I apologize for laughing. It's not funny. But they were saying she knew she could walk. Your mom said that you couldn't walk, but you knew you can walk. You
Right.
know you were putting on. You didn't have to speak in that damn baby voice. They're calling her a manipulator. And now
Right.
that she's pregnant, people are calling for her to go back to prison. This is terrible. It is terrible, okay? Let me play a little bit more.
Blanchard is putting rumors about the paternity of her unborn baby to rest.
It was mid-March when I
Oh, yeah. And they're also saying she's lying about who's the father of the baby. They're saying this girl is 100% con artist. Let me finish.
left Ryan. So this is absolutely 100% Ken's baby.
Blanchard announced earlier this week she's expecting her first child with her boyfriend Ken Urker, who also happens to be her ex-fiancé. Many speculated the child might actually belong to her ex, Ryan Anderson, whom she wed while she was in prison for the role she played in killing her mom, Dee Dee Blanchard.
You know, I was thinking, here's another thought on the whole Gypsy Rose thing, okay? Your mother pretended that you were in these situations and had these illnesses, and she used you to get things for free. She used you to get housing and to get you trips and to get all of these things. And I personally believe that you were in on it and you knew about it too. But again, your mother used you and faked this whole situation and put out this storyline, Gypsy, so she can get all free things, so she can gain from it all. And here you are, in my opinion, doing the same thing your mother did. Taking this whole situation, making it something it really shouldn't be. Now you're having a baby and you're going out there and you're trying to get all of this stuff for free and gaining from your baby, and already you're starting this whole parenting thing off with the wrong foot. Because in a way, you are using your kid already, just as your mother used you, for complete gain, for your complete gain. I don't know, am I going crazy? That's just my thought. I feel like already your life as a mom is starting out just as your mother was. And you could not like this. You could scroll. I mean, it's just my opinion, and this is what I'm saying, and we all see things differently. You know, you can comment, you can say you don't agree with me, and that's fine. But again, I'm looking at it from my perspective. This is what I'm seeing. I feel like you're trying to gain off your child, your new pregnancy, already your new child, just like your mother tried to gain from you. Just saying.
Damn. And as you can see, Shayna feels the same way that the majority, they want her to go back to jail. So
I mean, I'm just meeting the girl.
it's-
And I'm
yeah.
saying, shit, click, click. Because she
Period.
definitely
No.
cuckoo. No, I mean, look, for real, Sherelle, I'm just saying with this whole thing, I'm just watching this chick. Now, it's one thing like if you just got an ass whooping for no reason, you couldn't control that. But when you know you up dancing at night with the curtains closed, and then you set your ass back in the wheelchair and your mama go, oh, she can't walk. When you know you can't, you part of it. She's part of the problem. And now I think now she just loved the celebrity part of it. Now she don't dump Ryan.
Well, okay. Well, what about this, Perry? What
She
about
dumped
this?
that ass Ryan after he don't put money on the books. And he was fine the day that while she was in prison. But now she all of a sudden don't found her a slimmer guy.
Okay, Perry. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If whether she's in prison or not, she had an unusual, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here because I don't know what side is right, what side is wrong. I haven't put much thought into it. But you were raised this way. That's all you know is to be a con artist. At some point, you're going to be confused. Does that mean that you shouldn't hold on, Pia? Let me drop this link for Pia. Hold on. She's saying something. Come on up, Pia. At some point, you're going to not be as mature or like the rest of us. Does that mean that you can't have a kid because what happened to you and now they're calling you screwed up? I mean, the baby isn't even here yet, and you guys are already diagnosing her with Munchausen. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not sure. Like the mother had Munchausen peroxide or whatever the hell she's supposed to
By
have.
proxy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd call it peroxide. And I would just say this: like she was a liar. The mama had the disease, but she's a liar. She's a con artist.
But Perry. This
So let's
happened.
be real. And you can say, well,
Perry.
oh, that's all she know. That's all she wanted to know. Like people, when they use you, they just use you. And
We
at the end
can't
of the
be
day-
so hard on her right now.
Terrell,
It was an extreme situation. Let me hear what Pia, what did you have to say? What did you have to add?
So I've been following this case for years, just for years and years and years. And then I saw the documentary about her.
Right.
The mother is a lunatic.
Right.
She's a lunatic. And her ex-husband came forward because he had no visitation rights. She stripped them of him having the rights, all because the husband knew she was a lunatic and he wanted out. And he was actually trying to get custody of Gypsy so that he could raise her, but it didn't happen. Now, what a lot of people don't know about the mom is she's a criminal herself, a seasoned criminal. Because
what do you mean by a criminal? Like what?
When Gypsy was born, when Gypsy was about 3 years old, the cops came and arrested her mother for check fraud. And she went to prison for that. And the grandma took care of Gypsy, raised her and everything. And then her and Gypsy's grandmother knew that her daughter won't shit. She knew. Which is why she took full custody of her. Well, when the mom died, that's when the mother took care of Gypsy. But because she was so crazy and so overprotected, what she did was, because the girl didn't even know that she was in her 20s until she went to jail.
Right.
The mom made her think that she was some sickly, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 year old child. And the reason why she couldn't walk is because the mother was drugging her with tranquilizers.
Right. And none of that you're explaining is her fault. Why do people want her back in jail? We don't know if she's going to do the same thing to her child that was done to the to her.
No,
Right?
I saw the story, and now she has a very good relationship with her biological father
Right.
and her stepmom. He went to see her every day. She has a little sister that would come and see her as well. Basically, Gypsy got a whole lot of mental help when she was in
Mhm.
prison. She does not deny that what she did was wrong. She says she still feels remorse because she does miss her mom, which is normal.
Mhm.
But the guy that she's with, the heavyset guy, they are
Yeah.
not together no more because he
Right.
was beating her.
He was beating her.
He was beating her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's
But
proof of that. He was beating her and she left him.
but there are groups banding together saying that she shouldn't be able to raise this child. She needs to go back to jail, and she's about as sick as the mother.
She's not sick as the mother. Again, what people fail to comprehend is that when you have been drugged up on medication,
Yep.
it messes with you mentally. That is, and I know, Perry, you were talking about her voice and how she sounds. Unfortunately, that's the side effect because her mother lied
No,
about
no, no,
her
no, no,
age.
Pia. Perry has a point. She knew
Mhm.
she could walk. You know you can walk.
No, she didn't.
She knew she could walk.
No, she didn't.
She
Yeah,
just
you was not in her damn bedroom in that damn house with the damn
Nope.
blinds
Nope.
closed, doors locked.
Nope, she didn't. She couldn't walk. And
people say,
actually,
and why was she talking like that? It feels like a con. I'm just doing both sides.
right,
If
right. And I understand that. And I understand where everyone's coming from.
Mhm.
But if you watch, there's two movies. And if you watch the movie, the mother,
was
when she
crazy.
would rebel, okay, because she
Mhm.
wanted to have a normal life,
Mhm.
and she knew that there was nothing wrong with her because the doctors kept telling her. But every time that the doctors would tell her, the mother would up and move and go to
Mhm.
another doctor. The mother put a tube in her so she could eat, and there was
I
nothing the
remember
matter with
that.
her.
Yeah.
But what happened was, okay, again, I see where everyone is coming from. I really do. But what a lot of people don't understand is no, she didn't know how to walk because A, her mother was drugging her. And anyone will tell you any tranquilizer will paralyze you from the waist down, especially as much as she was giving her. And when the mom did find out that she was on Facebook corresponding, the mom went in the room, beat her senselessly, then chained her to the bed, and she was in her own fecal matter and pee
So the
for
mom was
weeks.
really, really crazy. But you must have
Yeah,
missed the interview. She did say she knew that she could walk because
she
she would
did.
walk. But here's the thing: everyone's so outraged. We can't send her to jail for what? She hasn't committed a crime yet.
Right. I mean, but sometimes you
And
got
you
to
can't tell somebody they can't be a mom, can you?
No, no, you can't because the thing of it is, I understand that people are saying it's learned behavior.
Mhm.
However, this girl is a victim. She's going to always be a victim, not only mentally, but physically, because she's still not out of the woods with all that medication that was pumped into her.
Mm.
I think what Gypsy's problem is, hypothetically speaking, if it was me and then I got out, I'm not going to be thinking about social media. I'm not going to do any type of media. I just
Well,
want to live a nice, normal.
that's true. They're
right.
saying that she wants to, and then I'll let you speak, Perry, that
Mhm.
she wants to be famous so bad. She's always on social media to make money. Perry, what are
Yep.
your thoughts?
I'm just saying, look, yeah, you said that if that was you, you would not come out and go on social media and all that. Right.
No,
You don't have the same thought process as this chick. Like
true.
to me, she's going on social media because she want that. She want to go back to where people was coming to the house, dropping off checks for her not nine walking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like people
Perry.
get used to getting free shit. And I understand like her talking like that, she knew she can walk and she knew damn and people keep saying she didn't know her age.
She didn't.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead, Perry.
You
I'm
did-
sorry. Go ahead. So go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what y'all think. I'm just thinking outside the box. She knew she got a cake every year. She can count them. I mean, like, do not tell me this girl did not go to no kind of damn schooling where she learned how to count.
She didn't go to school. Mom homeschooled her, and every year for her birthday, because it's on the show and it's on the documentary. The mother would, she would throw a cake, but she would put a random age on there.
And
It
period,
was
you are re-victimizing the victim.
Look, I'm sure she taught her basic math. If her mom put a cake on there last year and she was 9, and then 3 years later she get a cake to say she was 3. She knows some shit was wrong. If that house was screwed up, and I get what you're saying.
So wrong,
yes,
Terry.
she was a victim. I know people saying maybe she need to get back incarcerated to keep her from harming somebody else. It's like you saying, well, no, she can have this, but sometimes you got to prevent a crime before it happened. You don't wait till the shit happen, because I'm telling you, this whole thing is a mess. I don't know much about the story, but it's a lot of shit that sound cuckoo to me. And I don't know what the hell was going on in that house. So I say, what the hell going on up here?
Okay, really. Let's see what the audience is. She may have been a victim of her mother's A, but she is also a emmer of the same person about that aid her.
Yeah. And I'm not going to disagree with that. I think that here's the thing. I'm not dumb. I see right through Gypsy. I do. My heart goes out to her for the abuse and her not knowing her age. She didn't really everything started coming together for Gypsy when she got out the bathtub and she got her first period.
I mean,
and that's when she started thinking and doing her own research. However, I will say that Gypsy, in a way, does have some of her mom traits, because if you were really that unhappy that you were there and your mom got you a laptop and you had full internet access, you could have found your biological father who you were in contact with. You could have.
She definitely could have took a different route besides unaliving her mother. But what about this? She's out. She went to prison 7 years, and then the guy that was with her, the boyfriend at the time, who they said got a little slow, he's still in jail, and she's out living her best life.
Because technically, he was the murderer. He has
Emmer.
No, he's not MR.
No.
She
can't say that M word.
Right. No. She knew that he had issues. She knew.
And she used the fuck out of him.
Exactly. And what she did was she kept fueling, because he said he had a different side to him. She kept fueling that side that he had. And what happened? He, at that point, gave her a fairy tale that they were going to move away on what income, I don't know. And that was it. So she pretended to be asleep. She let him in. And technically, do I think she should have gotten out? I think she should have spent more time, because she actually had to go in there and clean up the crime scene.
Let's see what everyone else is saying in the chat. Hold on.
She needed a little bit more time in prison. Is that what you mean? Like she needed a little bit more time before they release her?
Well, yeah, I personally think, do I think she should have gotten life? No, but I think she should have had a longer sentence, because I'm sorry.
Right. No, I agree with you, because she needed more time to dry out from the drugs that her mother fed her since she was 1. And she was 1 because she never knew her age. You know what I'm saying? Like, she needed more time to dry out, and she needed more time to get some kind of mental help. And I'm just saying, it's sad what happened to her.
Right.
Things her mother did. Now I would say, not knocking on that, but a person can use that shit for an excuse. All y'all feeling bad for. I ain't feeling bad for it, because you know what though? Now she came to her senses and she started, getting it in.
Harry. Just stop.
Right.
Everyone stop. Let me just take these comments. LOL. So this girl drugged and ate all of her life, and y'all saying it's her fault. I'm not saying it's anything. I'm explaining the story. Perry has no sympathy for her, and Pia understands that a part of it is not her fault.
Terrell, no, let me correct that. I have sympathy for what happened to her. Okay. Now, it's two different things.
Oh, Lord.
What happened to her was wrong.
Uh-huh.
But we just saying that she still needs some kind of help. The girl is still leaning to the left while her body's to the right. You know what I'm saying? She ain't quite
That
right.
doesn't make any sense. You're just
Yeah, I get it.
I'm just saying she's not
I
quite
got
right. She's not quite right. Now, for these people who can feel too sympathy, I like feel like, no, I feel bad for the chick. But we can't keep using it, what happened to her, to let her go on another stabbing spree.
Anyway, let me finish this report. So she's been in the media, and now Tasha K is interviewing. Let me see if I can pull this up. Somebody who's I think she was an old family friend / neighbor. She's interviewing someone who's saying, oops, I hit the wrong button. Let's try this again. She's interviewing somebody who is saying that she's a fraud.
Because people still seem to think that she was 15 when she killed her mother. She was 23 years old.
Get the fuck out of here.
She was a month away from being 24 years old. Every single thing you've ever heard out of their mouths about this is a lie.
Oh, basically you're saying like she was a victim, but she wasn't a victim.
Well, this is the thing. Okay. So for all these years, we've been told this story of just massive abuse. She didn't need any of the things that were done to her. She has no long lasting effects, all of that. Correct?
Right.
That's a lie. That's all a lie. Every single thing you've ever heard out of their mouths about this is a lie. Even if you go and you talk to like Sheriff Arnott or the sheriff's department that was investigating it in the beginning, they're not happy with how this came out because they were going for a completely different story. They were going after a financial fraud story, long-term con that turned ugly.
Basically, her and her mother were scamming.
Yes. But in 2011, what changes the whole thing, and see, we only found this out this last year. We've had the medical records since 2017, 2018. We started getting them from Christy and Gypsy signing off on giving them to us.
Mm-hmm.
And see, the thing is we got thousands and thousands and thousands of those, and my medical staff went through them. But there was one piece missing, and that was the fact that she's saying there's no long-term effects. But in 2011, and she has now admitted this herself, that they did know about it, that they were informed about it, and that she has this. She has a chromosome disorder that she was born with. It is not from Dee Dee's side. It comes from Rod's side. And all four of his children have the facial markers for it.
I was going to say her face look a bit slow.
But yeah, I've talked to just tons and tons of Munchausen by proxy experts. We've talked to psychologists. I've talked to investigators, and not a single one of them could give me a plausible explanation of what I was looking at, that this was Munchausen by proxy.
So everybody's saying, what's it so?
What happened to her?
So they're saying that she was in on it. They're calling her a scammer. Hey, Bonji, what do you know about this case?
Okay, so first of all, if she didn't look the way she did, she wouldn't be out here getting millions and millions of TikTok people.
You mean you think because she's white, they're giving her extra attention? They did, because now it's turned on her.
Because the justice system, first of all, where's her probation officer? And then one of her first stops when it came to media was she went on The View.
Right.
And she was questioned on The View. I remember Joy Behar asking her, so the other culprit who was found guilty is still inside. You're out, and now you're on this platform, and you are venturing into social media, and you seem to already have a team around you that seems to be advising you.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Bonji. We all have to admit, to a certain extent, she was under her mom's spell. She had to do these things.
To address the mom part,
when you are a mom who goes into the medical system and you talk about your child having certain needs,
Uh-huh.
I find it hard to believe, being inside that system myself, that nobody ever questioned what was going on with the mother as well as with the child. Because she, did you see the medicine cabinet in their house?
I did. It was
It looked
crazy.
like that woman was running her own pharmaceutical company.
But here's the thing: all this is water under the bridge. Not
No,
to
it's
be
not,
mean or anything.
Sherelle.
It's she's out and the baby's coming, and we can't do anything about it. And you guys want to put her back in?
No,
What
I
do you?
don't want to put her back in. I want her to I disagree with the life that and the path that she's taken since being released. I understand she's got a new lease on life,
Mhm.
but how many people get married behind? But well, I've watched a lot of what's that show called? Our favorite show
Love
with your
after
mom,
love after lockup.
Love After Lockup, and I would have been shocked, one, if that marriage worked, and two, she didn't seem very compatible with the guy. And I think he was more helpful to her when she was behind bars than um he was outside. And I don't condone him abusing her,
Mhm.
but no, there's no but. I don't condone him abusing her, but he also took advantage of her because he was a special education teacher. So he had something in common with her when it came to the education part of it. But to be honest with you, if you K somebody, you have K'd somebody. And I don't think morally it's right for you to be now gaining off your
Mhm.
crime.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's
I see what
like
you mean.
the late OJ then gaining from,
Right.
even though he was acquitted.
I get what you're saying. You shouldn't become rich off of this awful situation that happened to you and your mom, and she's no longer here. Anyway, you
Exactly.
guys, I gotta move on. But thank you for coming up. Everybody better get to know this story. It's going to be everywhere coming up
Yeah.
because there are groups forming to have her be resentenced and they want her back in jail. I don't think that's going to happen, but people are very upset.
People
Can
have
I
too
say
much time on their hands.
Yeah.
can I can
Go
I
ahead.
say one thing before I drop down?
Yeah. Yeah.
As my edible was kicking in when Tasha K said she looked kind of slow,
Uh-huh.
cut the cameras. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
done.
you. Thank you,
Cut the
Pia.
cameras. I love you guys to death. People,
I love
please
you
stop
too.
finding me on Instagram.
All right. Talk to you later, Pia. Pia.
See ya.
Bye. It's so funny. People have a
So let
lot
me
of
try to
strong
figure out, you
opinions.
know, like when the neighbor came on, and I'm like, damn, how the neighbor know all this? I don't even know where they from.
Well, people are investigating and
That's a
digging
weird ass
in.
place.
Mhm.
Where was she from? Because
Oh,
the neighbor looked weird, and she was just all into this damn story. Like,
no,
something ain't
a
right.
lot of people are into this story. That's why I picked it. A
Oh,
lot of people are in it. A lot of people are saying that she's a manipulator. She needs to be put behind bars. Anyway, we'll start
yeah, okay.
discussing that at the end. Let's go on to our main story today. Okay, so President Obama is getting backlash. Okay. They're saying that he and Nancy Pelosi behind the scenes are creating a coup d'etat. Do you guys know what a coup d'etat is? That's when you backstab somebody, okay? They're saying that President Obama and Nancy Pelosi feel that Joe is not competent enough to be our president, even though he is a sitting president. Okay. They're saying that they have until August 19th for him to drop out the race. Now, I was prepared to come on and talk about that because, you know, Is he being a backstabber, President Obama, or is he looking out for the country? And now they are saying that he has gotten Joe to accept that it's time to step down or step out the race, drop out, whatever you want to use. And they have a list of other people they want to put on the Democratic ticket. Now, first of all, Joe Biden is President Obama and Joe are very close. Okay, because he was the vice president and they really were a good team. Is President Obama being a backstabber, saying you got to go, buddy? Or is he being a good friend to Joe and knowing that he is not going to be able to run in this race? What are your thoughts,
Well,
Barry?
I mean, I think he's been a friend.
A friend, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Why do you think he's being a friend?
Because like sometimes you run across these friends who don't know better for themselves, and you get to tell them. Like, I think he's looking out for him because Joe, he's competent enough to run for president again, right? But he's just saying, hey, look, man, don't mess up your reputation by legacy and just dignity. Just do you want to go out there and pull a Mitch McConnell?
That's so funny.
You sit up there and you just fall asleep on the pedestal. How y'all? And he forget. You know what I'm saying? Like he's saying, look, man, you was vice president.
Perry, let me push back. Let me push back a little bit.
For 4 years.
We don't know whoever they're going to throw in here. What if we don't? What if we don't agree? Is this a little too late? I'm just pushing back, asking questions of, is this too late? August 19th, that's right around the corner. This is July 18th, like a little less than a month. And now you got a month to introduce the people to some new guy.
Look, if your ship is sinking right now in July, it's going to be sunk in August, right? Why wait? And like, he's trying to fight back now and go through all this stuff. The man, look, he served this country. Vice president for 8, president for 4. Go and enjoy your family. He should be able to, go ahead and just retire, get his money, and when his son go to court, to be able to be there with him. You know what I'm saying?
This is the biggest scandal since whenever. I don't think this has ever happened to another president. Let's see what people are thinking in the chat, because I'm getting a lot of comments. Biden was a better president. Biden got rid of so many working families, college debts. So you think he should run when people are saying he could be in the first stages of dementia?
I'm not saying he did bad as a president. I'm not even saying I don't like him. I'm just saying I don't feel that he has enough to win this year.
What about this, Perry? They say that Ronald Reagan in his last years suffered from Alzheimer's. So why couldn't they do that for Joe? I'm just pushing back because right now, me personally, I haven't thought about it. I've just been into this house, so I don't really.
If he got Alzheimer's, I think he would want to remember being president. And now he done been president for 4 years. Let him go back and get in the rocking chair and rock. And like one of these bloggers say, have some ice cream. You sit back
I
and chill.
cannot. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Let's hear what you guys are saying. I can go for Bernie Sanders. That's a whole new. I like Bernie Sanders, by the way, but we're very late in the primary process.
I understand what you're saying, right? No, I understand what you're saying. But if you see, and it's based on your own opinion, because some people can say, no, I see him winning now. I don't think so, because I don't think, and for him right now, he's not, like, he can talk about the accomplishments he made and all that, but when you going against somebody, he got to tear down Trump, and he ain't going there. You need somebody to get in Trump's ass. Do you understand?
Let's see what other people are saying. Even if he doesn't have enough, he still has a VP. That also puts Kamala Harris into question. Would they put her in the front end of the ticket?
Well, no. I heard things just talked about that too, and they were saying that in the backroom discussions that came up, but then other people objected to it because they
Right.
saying, hey, no, they want to run. Now, see, that's,
Uh,
they
Emmanuel
got
says if Biden stays, it will hurt Democrats in the Senate, Congress, and governorships. Every day gone is a day wasted. It's time to replace Joe with Kamala. He can't even speak.
right.
Y'all are
I mean, and sometimes a person just need to get cursed the hell out.
somebody
You
said,
can't do that.
leave Joe alone. He's not the problem. That's what somebody said. President Reagan didn't know his wife Nancy in his last year. This is very much true.
That's
This is
bad.
what the rumor that's going around, that he had full-blown Alzheimer's, not even dementia, Alzheimer's, in his last year of presidency. He didn't write his own speeches, also due to dementia. This is true. So I guess since we had a president before that had Alzheimer's, I don't know. I don't know about that. Sherelle, does anyone know what made him so stiff? No. And also, do you think he's been poisoned in some way in his travels to other countries? Poisoned? I don't know. I know he has the best medical team. I know there's been secret visits from the doctor to the White House. So whatever's going on, maybe he knows. I don't know.
I don't know.
Michelle for president. No. Michelle went through a lot. I don't know if she wants to be president. It was asked, would the Democrat put someone else in the primary? Democrats said no one else can beat Trump. It's too late. Renee saying it's too late. I mean, it's only a month. I don't know. It might be too late. Perry, you said no.
Oh, no. I mean, what do you mean? It's a month into the convention.
Right.
But I mean, we got a couple of months to November. But what I'm just thinking is, now, and this is nothing against Biden. He's not fiery enough to go against Trump because everybody know Trump. The nigga will lie. We know this.
But Perry, something's wrong with Joe. No offense. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody who likes Joe. He's moving slower. You could see it. It's a physical change. So something's wrong. And he probably knows, and they're not being upfront about it. I don't know. It's a lot. They should have changed the laws. Ronald changed too. You mean there should be some dementia laws out there, especially since everybody running for president is none of them under 70, and that's being gracious. Donald Trump is only 3 years younger than Joe Biden. It could happen to either one of them at their age. I don't know. If Biden goes, Nancy Pelosi and all those old people got to go. Now, a lot of people are saying, why are all the candidates so old? Where are the young people? Where are the people in their 40s, early 50s? Why is everybody so old? There should be age limits on running for president. Well, that's hard to do because just because you're old doesn't mean you've lost it all. Some people do, some people
They have a
don't.
minimum age. I mean, you're not eligible to reach a certain age. I think they should have a cap on it too.
There should be some kind of laws in place if they feel like you have dementia. What about Kamala as president and Gavin Newsom as VP? I keep hearing about Gavin's name being the front runner. I just don't think Kamala. I'm sorry, it's like Kamala. I don't think Kamala's going to get a lot of votes and a lot of support from the other Dems. I just don't think she has those votes behind her. You never hear the RP party get in the media and speak against their own candidate, no matter what. It's sad and disrespectful. What about that? What about that, Perry?
No. I mean, okay, it's not a right thing to do, but I just feel like with them, I'm sure discussions been going on. They having meetings like, man, you ain't doing the job as beating Trump this year, right? And then they get frustrated when he keeps saying, no, I'm the one. I'm the chosen one to beat him. But you can't fight him. See, it takes he won last time, but I'm saying he needs somebody to be able to go after Trump.
Let's see. Everybody got a lot of opinions. Black people going to be mad if they skip over Kamala. they're going
That's
to
true.
skip over Kamala. Just so you know, Doreen, they're going to skip over.
You know,
Those are the rumors. Those are the rumors.
and that's the problem they got too, right? Because now they won the primary. It was Joe and Kamala. So those votes still should go. If she was to do it, she should be able to lead the ship. Now, would she win? I don't know, because there's a lot of haters, you know, and I don't know.
America, what do you think 81 is supposed to look like? This isn't about Joe. It's about Kamala Harris. So some people say they want her on the ticket. Kamala do not favor the black man. Well, I just hear that she doesn't have the
I know she didn't marry one.
votes. Kamala Harris needs to heal for her childhood trauma. I didn't know about the trauma first, because I don't believe she had a relationship with her black father. When she was a judge, she imprisoned more black men, making a record. I didn't know that. I didn't know about that. Perry, how old are you? You're a vet. That flag run from YouTube app. I mean, Perry's in his 50s. I think that's still young enough to run, but maybe 70s, 80s should. I don't know, because what if they're really smart? Ain't nobody gonna get mad if they don't consider Kamala. Have you checked her record? Get real. She doesn't have a lot of support. So I don't know we're in a crisis. Democrats is in a crisis, and say what you want. It feels like the Republicans are pulling together after what happened. And so,
well, I mean, really, let's keep it real. Even on the Democrat side, whether it's Biden or anybody, ain't nothing coming out that makes you want to vote for them. The only reason you want to vote for the Democrats right now is you don't want to hear this.
I will build a great, great wall on our southern border, and I will have.
You don't want to hear that. But remember the old politics, people would come out there and say, you know, what they plan on doing. Mm-hmm. They would attack the other person on that shit they ain't doing right. Mm-hmm. Joe, that first debate was horrible, sad. And they sitting there, this man been convicted. He don't really talk about it. And they talking about who golf better. Is my swing better than your swing? You know, stupid ass shit. I mean,
well, there is some concern here, and there should be some laws in place for this type of thing, but there is not. So Joe will be the first. But right now they're saying that, yes, it finally worked. He announced today that he had COVID, but he really doesn't have COVID. Nancy and President Obama have been talking to him, and they said he is now prepared to step down. So this is history breaking. I don't know what's going to happen. It's very late in the primary season. This is a lot going on. So the money that Biden has raised can't go to her if they choose her. Oh, Lord. Oh. GOP is extremely sorry, can't support them and their YouTube supremacy. I don't know what YT stands for.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, right? Because the donors are saying, well, the words out there that the donors are saying the way Biden is going, they're going to stop giving them money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to take money to win. And it's going to take a person to get up there to straighten out Trump. And Biden just not doing it.
It's a mess.
I wish that he can just go back 2 years to what he was maybe 2 years ago and just come out there and just get in Trump's ass. And then he'd be okay. But he's not fighting. Go ahead.
Sheila says it should be an age limit. Just you have to be over 35 to run for president. I think there should be a cutoff point. Maybe, because some older men are very still wise and smart. I don't know. I go back and forth.
They can be a damn advisor. You can have an advisor there.
Perry, you're rare. You want young people to be in office.
Okay, and if they were so damn smart and want to be president, they should have accomplished that by the age of 70. 70, your ass should just be out.
All right, let's talk about this really quick. Soldier Boy saying he's suing Tasha K for $16 million. First of all, because what is he? The guy from Bad Boys, William, I should put a picture up. Hold on, let me see this real quick. Biden could be wondering if the Rose Garden is on the his tidy whities, and I'll vote for him if it's him. He is losing in all of the polls now. This is very much true. Dems need another candidate ASAP, not Kamala, because men won't vote for her against a man. They need a young white man. Sounds like you're pulling for Gavin Newsom. Or maybe, I don't know. I haven't heard any other names. Let me talk about this really quickly. Tasha K brought someone on her show. His name is William Badass. He's from Bad Boys, the TV show. Let me see if I can find a picture. He went on Tasha K's show. She interviewed him. He started saying all kind of crazy stuff. He said that he was having an affair with Soulja Boy, and Soulja Boy is gay, and that they hooked up. And I don't think Tasha said anything but wow. But I understand how Soulja Boy feels if you're not just going to lie on me, okay? And so now he's suing her for $16 million. Now, I knew that this was going to happen. Every time somebody gets mad at Tasha K, they're going to threaten a lawsuit. You really can't control what people say when they come on your show. But Perry, you said she could have showed a little bit more effort, been like
no,
totally.
no. I'm just saying, like, it's a touchy thing because I would have to go back and watch the whole interview. She didn't say it. It don't seem like she pushed him to say it. It's something he said.
Exactly.
Now, Soulja Boy can be mad, but why you allow that man to speak his truth? Now, obviously, he's saying Buddy Badass or whoever you said. Truth is not true, right? But he's saying his story is that it didn't happen. We don't know which story is real. You know, like whoever he's talking to, or like whatever press company he's talking to, don't sue Tasha K for saying that. Could they get sued if he really did do the things? Buddy Badass, or what was his name? Something Badass.
Yeah, let me show you this picture of him. It's William.
Oh, William Badass. Okay.
He was out there. He was saying some crazy shit. And Tasha K was like, what? Huh? You know, and she didn't say anything because he was just on the show. You don't remember him, Perry, from Bad Boys? You don't remember him?
No.
Someone says they need Beto. What was this guy's name? O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke. I remember him from Texas. He was racing the same year as Stacey Abrams against Cruz and almost won. I remember him.
Yeah.
Kind of laid back guy. I do remember him. I don't know who they're going to put up there. So it's crazy. Anyway, so Tasha K is in her third lawsuit. Don't forget, she is also being sued by the comedian Kevin Hart, which I don't think that case will hold up in court. And no one's actually taking her to court. This is all, he did put in the paperwork. This is all hearsay. Let's see what happens if it goes to court. But he's upset. A lot of you guys got a lot to say about this politics. Yes, Beto would be a great choice. I don't know, but they better do it quick. August 19th.
It's a serious thing. It's almost like, because who become president do affect each and every one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our lives and stuff like that. So it's something to take seriously.
We got a lot going on today. All right, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. These are some serious topics. I don't know what to do. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're saying that it's a done deal at this point.
I don't know who they should have replace them on the ticket. I don't know. But the problem is, and why these old people do it, because they get all this stature over the time. And then when younger people want to run against them, they say, no. They quieten the younger people.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
They prevent younger people from running. It's like the good old boy network.
Right. It's the good old boy network. Yeah.
What's wrong with new blood? It could be, I like younger energy.
Like, I served, did all this time. They don't made all these connections. And these people, just keep the good old boy network going on both sides, Republican side, Democrat side. It doesn't matter.
It's a mess. Politics is a mess right now for the Dems. So we'll find out what they're going to do. As far as Tasha K, I don't think this lawsuit is going anywhere. And William, that's who should be sued, but William doesn't have any money, so they're going to go after Tasha K. Tasha K's been minding her business, doing a good job, doing her concerts, or what are they, like comedian things? She's really been doing better, so I don't know. She's always going to get sued because one of the money that she makes, and two, it's high profile. Also, let me know your thoughts on Gypsy Rose. People are very passionate about it. All right, you guys, hopefully me and Perry can come on maybe this weekend. We got to go and deal with watery, wet furniture. I don't know what we're going to do. All right, you guys, thank you for listening. Perry, if you have any last words, say that. If not, take us out.
We got to do something, people. Like, I don't know if Joe, if they give him some Viagra, maybe that'll work. Give him something, get that battery going again. You know what I'm saying? We need something, but we got the Beto boy because he falling asleep, Trump falling asleep, and now he'll do anything for, to win. And I don't want to get into that, what happened a couple of days ago, and the glass nicked his ear.
Okay, thank you.
And now he's selling sneakers.
Thank you for not getting into
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bye, you guys. We'll see you in a couple of days.